Congressman Paul, in 2007, in an interview, you were asked, should gays be allowed to marry? You said, quote, sure, they can do whatever they want and call it whatever they want. Are you advocating legalizing gay marriage in this country?
Well, matter of fact, I spent a whole chapter in a new book I've written on marriage, and I think it's very important, seeing that I've been married for 53, 54 years now, but I think the government should just be out of it. I think it should be done by the church or private contract, and we shouldn't have this argument, who's married and who isn't married. I have my standards, but I shouldn't have to impose my standards on others. Others have standards, and they have no right to impose their marriage standards on me, and I just don't like it. But if we want to have something to say about marriage, it should be at the state level and not at the federal government. Just get the government out of it. It's one area where it's totally unnecessary, and they've caused more trouble than necessary.
All right. Given that answer, I have to ask you about your defense of the Defense of Marriage Act, which defines marriage as between one man and one woman. Even just weeks ago, you criticized this administration for its decision to no longer defend it against legal challenges.
And the main reason there is the Defense of Marriage Act. And I've been quoted as I voted for it. Of course, I supported it, but I wasn't there. But because that bill actually protects the states. See, I do recognize that the federal government shouldn't tell the states what to do, and the Defense of Marriage Act was really designed to make sure that the states have the privilege of dealing with it, and the federal government can't impose their standards on them.
You wrote in your book, Liberty Defined, about the fact that politics doesn't really offer a lot of choices. This is what you said. When it comes to any significant differences on foreign policy, economic intervention, the Federal Reserve, a strong executive branch, a welfareism mixed with corporatism, both parties are very much alike. The major arguments in hotly contested presidential races are mostly for public consumption to convince the people they actually have a choice. Are you saying that if Mitt Romney is the nominee, there's no choice between him and President Obama for voters next fall?
Well, you could probably figure out some choices, but you have to figure out which position we're looking at with Mitt Romney. You know, it changes. But my point is, would there be a change in foreign policy? No, there would not be. Would either one of them work on a true audit of the Fed and a change in monetary policy that the Federal Reserve can't monetize debt? No. Would they address the entitlement system? Would they ever address either one? That we should have concern about our debt and cut something like $1 trillion because we're on the road to fiscal insanity and a breakdown of the world financial market? No, there would not be a significant difference between the two, although on the edges maybe. I think Mitt Romney now is probably very sincere about his right to life issue, and probably on the tax issues there would be some differences. But the big issues, the big policies, regardless, I mean, Obama was elected as a peace candidate and expanded the war, and he goes into war without even congressional approval. I mean, when the Republicans get in and they're against you know, regulations, they give you no child left behind prescription drug programs and Sarbanes-Oxley. So no, the regulatory system, the spending, the deficits, the printing of money, they stay the same, and that's what the streets are telling us. Whether it's the occupiers or whether it's the Tea Party people, they're saying enough is enough. They want some changes, and that's what they're looking for. My motivation, my goals has always been to promote liberty, believing that's what made America great. If we want prosperity, if we want peace, we understand what the cause of liberty is all about, and we have to understand that a free market system and sound money gives us the prosperity, and it also is the humanitarian program, because once you get into the welfare state and the socialist state, it all backfires. So if you care about people, you believe in liberty, that's what made America great, that's what I want to restore.
Start a revolution. Constitution, and that's what we ought to be doing. The system that we have today is ripping off the middle class and the poor. Can you imagine how great a nation we'd have if we didn't have the Federal Reserve System printing all this money?
Ron Paul! Save our constitutional rights! Ron Paul! We're not gonna give up the fight! Ron Paul! Start a revolution! Break down, break down, break down, break! Ron Paul! Save our constitutional rights! Ron Paul! We're not gonna give up the fight! Ron Paul!